Good morning and welcome to our newscast called History Today. I'm Sydney Blase.
And I'm Carson Hayes. Today's top historical report focuses back on World War II, and it focuses on a group whose contributions forever changed American society, women.
From factory floors to military bases, women stepped into new roles between the years 1941 and 1945, helping the United States win the war and reshaping ideas about gender roles and work.
World War II officially began on September 1st, when Nazi Germany invaded Poland. The United States joined the war December 7th after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor.
After the U.S. entered the war, more than 60 million American men served in the military. This created a serious labor shortage at home, affecting factories, farms, offices, and shipyards.
The government needed workers to produce weapons, vehicles, uniforms, and supplies. The answer was very clear, so then women were encouraged to join the workforce in large numbers.
One of the most famous symbols of women's work during World War II was Rosie the Riveter. She represented the millions of women who took the jobs that were traditionally held by men.
Between 1940 and 1945, women in the workforce increased from about 12 million to 18 million. Women worked in airplane factories, shipyards, and ammunition plants.
The women built bombers, tanks, ships, and ammunition, often working long shifts under dangerous conditions. This was essential to supplying the Allied forces overseas.
Government propaganda posters, advertisements, and films encouraged women to work by emphasizing patriotism. Women were told that it wasn't just a job, it was a way to support and defend democracy.
Women also served directly in the war, although they were not allowed in combat roles. In May of 1942, the U.S. government created the WAAC, the Women's Army Auxiliary Corps.
In 1943, the WAAC became the Women's Army Corps, or the WAC, and it gave women full military status. Over 150,000 women served in the WAC during the war.
The women also served in the Navy through Waves, and in the Coast Guard through SPARS, and in the Marine Corps through the Marine Corps Women's Reserve. All of these were formed in 1942 to 1943.
Their jobs included radio operators, mechanics, clerks, drivers, and intelligence workers. Their roles allowed men to serve on the front lines. Several women made history through leadership and service. Jacqueline Cochran, the leader of the WASPS's, helped prove that women were capable of flying military aircraft.
Another key figure was Charity Adams Early, who commanded the 6,888th Central Postal Directory Battalion in 1945. This was the only all-black, all-female unit that was sent overseas during World War II.
The 6,888th Battalion worked in England and France, sorting millions of pieces of delayed mail. Their work boosted troop morale and reconnecting soldiers with loved ones back home.
Women also played critical roles on the home front. They volunteered with the Red Cross and worked with the USO in organized war bond drives to raise money for the military.
They managed rationing, grew victory gardens, and kept households running. While families members were out overseas, their efforts helped stabilize the economy during the wartime.
After World War II ended in September 1945, many women were encouraged or even forced to quit their jobs once the men returned home.
However, the war permanently changed attitudes about women's ability. Women had proven that they could succeed in industrial, military, and leadership roles.
These experiences helped inspire future movements for gender equality, including the women's rights movements of 1950s and 1960s.
Women's contributions during World War II were essential for the Allied victories. They worked, served, and sacrificed their country during one of the most challenging times in the U.S. history.
Their legacy reminds us that World War II was not only fought on the battlefields, but also in factory floors, airfields, and on the front here in America. Thanks for watching History Today.